Is there something you need to say? Is there a message?
Just like before, just what we talked. Tell me what year you used to live. I also did a little research.
Holy cow!
Can you read what other word is with Nikki?
Is there something you need to say? Is there a message?
Hello, this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural, and I'm going to try to fix that camera real quick. From now on, we're going to be using a thermal camera. We did that last week as well. Let me fix that real quick. I think it's pointing towards the ceiling. Just give me 1 second. Raise that up for everybody so you get a better view. Should be good right where it is. Alrighty. There you go. Alrighty. So, from now on with this show, I'll be utilizing a thermal camera. Eventually I'm going to try to utilize something that will make it rotate around the room. I'm going to be working that out pretty soon. Again, we're going to be testing out the IB1, the Impossible Box, by Ghosthunterapps. Last week we tested that out, and we had about 3 more episodes that we're going to do that. Try to do a 4-week process when we're testing out any of the applications. If you have any suggestions for different ideas of what we should try to do for our shows, please leave it in the comments below. We'd be happy to look into those and try to utilize that within the feeds. I also would like to make a huge announcement coming up probably within the next week to 2 weeks. We'll be having new web shows, new web series coming out. 2 of which will actually be on Daily Motion, and the 3rd one that we'll be coming out with actually will be on YouTube and Daily Motion. We wanted to try to see about different venue in some ways as well. There has been a lot of hostility throughout YouTube, but more or less trying to put some different material out there on each side, and hopefully individuals will see the Daily Motion come over to YouTube, or YouTube sees it and then goes to Daily Motion. Those shows will be completely unique. They will be something that actually I don't think anybody has done yet, and I think it's very needed within the field. And there is collaborators. There's going to be individuals for each set of shows that will be helping out and partaking. The other show will be basically, I'll give you the title of it, but I won't tell you what it is. You just have to watch the first episode and you'll know. But it will be called Beyond Our Belief. And from that, I'm hoping everybody that gets a chance to view it puts comments down below it, and also kind of, just gives us different ideas on different things that we can do to improve what we're trying to do, improve what we're trying to put out through our shows. I can make no guarantee of contact. I can make no guarantee that any application works. All I can do is test them and see what interesting things happen. The other huge announcement is, and not many individuals know YouTube, I guess, in some ways, but within a month, we will be partnering up with broadband.tv, which is the same company that supports Live Sci-Fi, same company that supports Ghost of Britain, and numerous other YouTube channels. It is by far a huge honor to even be asked, to even be thought of, to have our stuff shared with theirs. But I think that's everything right there for announcements. Again, you can see other episodes of Spirit Box Weekly testing out different devices. If there's a device you're curious about, we might have already tested it, and you can see how it works, what it sounds like, possibly the different things that we might have found or thought that we had found. But without further ado, let's turn on the IB-1. View. Is that better? Actually, I think. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, yeah, okay. So now basically, I already turned on the IB-1. What I didn't do before was with the thermal, I didn't really explain it too well. Basically, you see the bluish in the background. That is actually when there's a thermal difference in temperature. Say it's colder, it's going to be blue. A hotter or bigger temperature shows up as yellow. And then as you can see, these candles right here are actually putting off quite a bit of heat. Not sure you can see the temperature of it. I have been trying to fix that to get that to instigate. If the candles burn out, it'll jump. The reason I'm doing this is basically if there's a thermal anomaly, say when we're doing an EVP or during the spirit box, and say I might say, I felt something cold, over to this side, that thermal camera should be able to capture it, and if we're lucky, maybe be able to capture something else with it. But let's go ahead and turn this on. Again, with any of the Ghost Hunter apps, Anthony has explained it that it scans Bluetooth, and it's more or less the disruption of Bluetooth that the spirits could be able to talk to. And by my own falter, and actually numerous other individuals doing the shows, I've been noticing a lot of people aren't using Bluetooth speakers or devices. What I would suggest is actually to do that, because basically a Bluetooth speaker acts as your antenna. So by doing so, if there's a break in the antenna, the spirit may be able to communicate. So what I actually have right here, this is a Bluetooth speaker with line in and line out. It is linked into the tablet. The line out is linked into this. And let's see if any difference comes. Let's see if the communication is better, worse, so forth. And we got Lucifer Ron. Holy shit. Lucifer Ron is Ronald. Wow. Ron, thanks so much for being here, buddy. I missed the hell out of you. And yes, I'm doing this all alone. I truly hope you're doing well with everything going on. It's so awesome to see you. Seriously. If you have my number, give me a call. I'd love to chat with you. But let's not talk. That's awesome. Now loading the application. Turn that right there. And if there's any ideas for how you guys might like this setup to look, just let me know. Yeah, David, I was in there with Paraghoster when he was doing his stream. I'm happy to see him come back as well. But that's awesome to see Ron in here. I haven't talked to him in quite a long time. This should be playing through. Spirits and communication. Are you able to utilize this device to try to communicate? Hello, hello. This was working perfectly fine. That's on. That's on. Plugged in. Good there. Got audio from there coming into that, and audio from here coming into this. Let's go ahead and test this audio real quick. Turn this back on. Sounds to me like it turned on. Okay, it's loading right now. I apologize for anybody's ears if that might have hurt. Alright, let's try to utilize this. Still loading. Should be on now. Hello, hello. I'd like to know why that's not pinning through. Huh. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the effects down just a tad. Hello, hello. If there's any spirits that may be able to communicate with us, this is known as the impossible box. My name is Dominic. It's a pleasure to try to communicate with you.
The guy who was doing the questions at the time said, "Fools may not treat noticed." To do this. You're right. He said that space. You realize you
Any spirits in communication, this is Dominic. You are welcome to try to come through here. Again, on previous previous
and
episodes,
lying and all that stuff. So now she's in here doing the same thing. What? She got 4 people killed because
on previous episodes, people have asked that question: is this home haunted? Since I have lived here, I have heard things and seen things, which I couldn't explain, other than maybe I, had seen possibly an apparition at one point. But no, it is not known to be a haunted location. I have used numerous devices and got similar results at haunted locations compared to this.
Mathematical number as well. Because God.
Aren't you made about Hillary?
Yeah, I did.
Any spirits, if you would like to try to communicate in any way, I would be happy to listen, happy to try to understand what you have to say. A lot of us in the field are trying to find, we're trying to find the greatest tool for communication. The clearest tool to be able to hear you.
Assume that the universe began,
Any spirits, if you're able to, can you tell me what your name is? And if so, can you say it twice?
Trying to muzzle the government's top scientific advisor. Muzzle him! After he warned that global warming was a more serious threat than international terrorism, Ivan Rogers, Blair's principal private secretary, told Sir David King, who would be none other than the Prime Minister's chief scientist, to limit his contact with the media after he made some outspoken comments about this.
And I definitely don't feel any cold spots.
Sir David wrote a scathing article. Are the Delta and Upper Egypt, the Great
With any spirit box, whether device, whether a physical box, it has been advised by numerous different individuals to actually slow it down when you listen back to it. What I could recommend is VLC media player. You can actually slow it down right through that. But let me see. Any spirits in communication? Can you tell me your name 2 consecutive times to verify if this device, this application, is working?
Because even going to attempt it.
Oh, no.
Okay, can you say your name again, please?
The so-called sarcophagus that was found in the King's Chamber, for instance. There's no lid for the sarcophagus, and there's no way of getting one into the King's Chamber or out again. So there's no use as a burial tomb. The sarcophagus is, however, a perfect representation of a golden rectangle, a mathematical theorem not discovered until thousands of years after the pyramid was built. And the grand gallery leading up to the King's Chamber does show evidence of being an ancient observatory, focusing on a particular part of the heavens.
Any spirits in communication, can you try to speak into this box right here, or speak into this? Try this one first, and this one second.
Each pointing to 4 specific stars: Orion, Sirius, Beta Ursa Minor, and Draco. But why? What would a dead king want with portals to the stars?
I'm going to try to move this to bank 2. Hopefully it corrects that.
Complex beliefs concerning the creation of the world in the little-known Edfu building.
And it didn't correct anything.
Into the walls of the Edfu temple in Upper Egypt.
try that again. All right. Any spirits in communication? This is supposed to be a non-English bank. If you were able to, can you manipulate the audio in order to make English come through? Again, try to speak through this device first, then this device. Reason I ask that is to try to test which device you're able to get better communication through. This is the tablet, and this is actually just the speaker. Go ahead and restart it. There we go. Oh, I got a love piece that came in here. Actually, I didn't do shout outs. I'll do that while I'm waiting for this to start back up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Turn this on. Go ahead and do some shout outs if possible. Let me see. We got Mary Dallas, Justin Nightwolf, Rhonda Sutton, Joey Sweeney. Digits. I haven't seen you in a while. It's great to see you back. We also got David Coffin. We got Gamer. David Coffin. Jen Treasure Trove. Nikki Paranormal. Let me see if any other doppelganger. Thanks so much for being here, buddy. Aaron.
It's fine. This is what we're good. In time was good for the fall.
Girl in Love, Love Peace Paranormal, and we got Ron, who actually used to be on the show with us when we first started out. Alright, go back to Bank 2, Mode 2. Yep, Lucifer Ron is Ron from episodes Spirit Box Weekly all the way to episode 14, I believe, of Spirit Box Weekly. Is there when we were testing out the Echo Box and the GV1 SCD-1. Any spirits? This is Dominic, Dominic Valerio. I would love to try to speak with you. Any energy, if there's any spirits that are able to communicate, you can use these crystals, these candles. I can turn this back on. Hello, hello. Any spirits
فعلا محسن إلى والديه لما يقرأ قول الله تعالى والذين يؤمنون المؤمنين والمؤمنات بغير اكتسبوا.
Any spirits in communication? How are you doing this evening? How are you?
وما شاء الله عليكم والله. نفسه بجانب. ايوه.
And this blue up there, this is a window. There's actually a painting in front of the window, but that's why you see that little blue right up at the top. Any spirits in communication? Do you remember? You remember Ron? Have you been here that long? I mean, I have no quarrels with Steve Hoff. Honestly, my own personal opinion with any of the applications out there is really to give people the truth on how they work is by doing a live stream of it. Steve and numerous others actually edit. They capture their video, edit it, slow it down. During the live stream, you get the raw feel for how that device works. He does do some interesting videos with interesting replies, but again, I've never seen a live video done by him, which I would love to see if it's able to be heard live just as well. Any spirits in communication? Do you know who Steve Huff is? And Ava, can you hear me? Ava, you have come through on a Spirit Box device to me. This is Dominic. I am not Steve Hoff. My name is Dominic. I come in peace. With love and just curiosity. Trying to learn more about you.
والله إن له لحلاوة وإن عليه وهو مشرك وإن
Any spirits, any entities that would like to try to communicate? In any mannerism. I try to speak with spirits that are of love and kindness. I'm sure there's malevolent, hostile spirits as well. Any malevolent, hostile spirits, if you are present, feel free to try to communicate as well. Just please try to speak with respect, as I will try to do with you. Not sure what just happened there. Go ahead and reopen the application. With any of the Ghost Hunter apps, again, I've said this on the other show, you want to use a tablet that has 2 gigs of RAM. This is actually a Nextbook, Intel Nextbook. Has 1 gig of RAM for 4-core processor. But with any of the Ghost Hunter apps, it does tend to time out after roughly about a half hour or so. So, you know, just to keep that in mind, the minimum requirements for most of the apps out there is actually 2 gigs of RAM. Extreme Senses is actually 1 gig, but their newest one coming out, I believe, is 2. But all the Ghost Hunter apps is 2 gigs of RAM. Except for the Ghost Cam Pro is actually 4 gigs of RAM and should be utilized with a laptop.
One understands this concept better than you. Now it's up to
Stupid. Be disturbed.
every month. Sound impossible? Quite the contrary. With pointed slogans from libertystickers.com, you can reach countless...
Any spirits?
Inventory of political...
Do you like this application? Do you like this device? Thank you, Winter Sky. I did see what you put in the chat.
You gotta take the free check.
Any spirits in communication or entities or guardian angels or demons, angels? I'm not sure what you would like to be called. Are you comfortable with what you're doing?
It was right, and you
Are you enjoying where you are?
Don't work too hard.
Oh, that'll be the day. Mr. Lamb, you're in.
Oh, am I? Yes, I suppose I am.
But it's only 2:30.
Good heavens, is it as early as that? I didn't know.
You don't mind my mentioning it, Mr. Lamb, but there's lava all over your face.
Surely not making it company.
The Phasm Box special. Extreme Senses special. That was interesting. I'm actually looking forward to this Halloween. We're going to be doing a Ghost Hunter apps special. I'm very curious how that's gonna work. All right, I'm gonna go back to mode 2. This time, what I'm actually gonna do is gonna leave this on. And what I'm going to do is actually just leave the room. I'm going to see if anything can happen. You're going to hear my door shut. You won't see me in view at all. I'm actually going to just walk outside and just try to leave a free contaminant of myself in the room. The only thing you may be able to hear is possibly the video card fan. Any spirits, feel free to try to play around with this to try to see if you can communicate through this. These are crystals, candles. Here's rose quartz, and I'm just gonna kind of want to leave a contaminated free zone. It's actually kind of hot in my room. We did turn our heat on, and just kind of see what happens. There is nothing that I can do from outside the room once I leave it, so see what happens. When I come back, I will actually be doing a voice session. Alright, door is opening, and that is me. You'll hear it shut, and that's me walking out.
Continuons par de rendre grâce pour nos familles et demeurons.
إما أن يهجره في كلاب الذي يمنع
there we are. The thing I like about a thermal, you can actually see, like, you can see my eyes and so forth. What I just grabbed was a rose quartz crystal. Karen, thanks for coming in here with us. No, it shouldn't have timed out. There is no door behind me. That is actually a window. And actually, let me see if I do that. Nothing. It's actually very strange that there is even a thermal image right there, actually.
أقسم بالله أني أشعر بصلاة.
I appreciate that comment, Nikki. And if anybody hasn't actually checked out Nikki's channel, she does have quite a few videos on there as well. You can find that in our featured channels along with Paraghoster and Simon James. Paraglobal TV is also in there if you're looking for upcoming shows later on this weekend or next week. Now, any spirits or any entities, if you're able to, can you show yourself behind me, or at least off to my right? Can you stand or sit in this area? It's just for validation of your presence being here. I do not fear you. I do not mean you any harm in any way. Hello, Sharon. Thanks for being here with us.
أحب أوجه رسالة شكر
I'm going to try something. There's actually nobody here, so there's no contamination of audio in that light of anyone else being in the house with me right now. And actually that did come up with the crash. So I'm going to go ahead and do a voice session, a burst voice session, and then we can turn this back on, and what we'll do is mute, ask a question muted, and then turn it on and see if there's a reply. But right off the bat, we'll go ahead and try to do a voice session. See, what I probably should do is actually at the beginning of the shows, doing the voice session, depending on if there is anybody that's within the house. I do not like to try to contaminate audio. That's one of my biggest things, is that I don't like to contaminate audio. With spirit boxes, if you're going to do it in an investigation, I would recommend possibly doing maybe a half hour at most session, and leave your recorders in a spot and know the time that you're doing your session, because that audio, when you go through it, is going to be excruciatingly loud. But let's go ahead and do a voice session and see if anything can be captured at this location after doing some of the spirit box session through this application, the Impossible Box. Any spirits, apparitions, entities, spirit guides, individuals. If you would like to try to speak, this device is a voice recorder. I do explain it every time, but if you would like to try to communicate, feel free to try to talk into this, and I will play this back. I am actually about 5 to 6 feet away from that thermal camera. There should be no reason for that to move. That's actually a, if I blow these candles out, which I'll do right now for you. Okay. Now, that gauge right there, the crosses and so forth, that should actually move. The temperature should be going up and down. Those gauges are different temperature anomalies. So actually the one that's down here, there's probably a little bit of light blue, which is causing that to possibly give you a colder temperature. I apologize if you can't read the temperature too well. I am, again, trying to work things out to get it better. And now I need to correct myself, because the blue is gone after the candles are gone. Blue, though, is supposed to be it's supposed to be a colder spot, which is very odd that it was blue and now it's not. But again, with anything, just you need to learn how it works. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play this back. Any spirits, apparitions, entities, spirit guides, individuals, If you would like to try to speak, this device is a voice recorder. I do explain it every time. But if you would like to try to communicate, feel free to try to talk into this. And I will play this back. We'll play this back. I am actually about 5 to 6 feet away from that thermal camera. There should be no reason for that to move. I believe I hear something there, actually. Right there. I'm actually going to go ahead and do another voice session. I felt, as I did that, I thought I heard a few voices asking questions. I'd like to do that again to possibly try to answer them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Any spirits within communication, I do believe I heard you, and I do have a difficult time hearing you within the room and within the application. If you and I could sit down and try to figure out how to utilize these systems, these devices better, it would help individuals understand that you are here. But I did hear you through this. My name is Dominic. It's a pleasure trying to communicate with you. Could you please let me know what your name is? Go ahead and play that back. Any spirits within communication, I do believe I heard you, and I do have a difficult time hearing you within the room and within the application. If you
and I could sit down and try to figure out how to utilize these systems, these devices better, it would help individuals understand that you are here. But I did hear you through this.
Yes, I could.
It would help individuals understand that you are here. But I did hear you through this. My name is Dominic. It's a pleasure trying to communicate with you. Could you please let me know what your name is?
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this week for Spirit Box Weekly. And for any upcoming shows, feel free to check in with Paraglobal TV. I'd like to thank everybody again for being here, for viewing. Don't forget, within the next 2 weeks or so, we'll be having a new web series coming out called Beyond Our Belief. You'll know more once it comes out. First episode, I look forward and I'm excited to do this. And the other couple shows that we'll be doing will actually be on a different venue. We'll be on Daily Motion. Something I'd like to try out. I'd like to, hopefully, any individuals that are on there, maybe I can help spread some good paranormal footage and just valuable educational entertainment, paranormal entertainment style shows. That one I really couldn't tell if I heard anything. Again, the best thing to do with any of these shows is actually view back and see possibly if there's anything that could be heard. I definitely thought I heard something about can you hear us now? But it was very, very faint, and it's extremely hard for the mic to pick it up. So until I can figure out a better route to go with that, that's all I can say. But thank you everybody for coming in and viewing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Upstate Supernatural. Don't forget to like and subscribe to each other. Check out Love Peace Paranormal. Check out Nikki Paranormal. And don't forget to check out Papa Nana paranormal investigations. You can check out numerous different upcoming channels, upcoming shows in the link in the description. And thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful night.